All right, guys, join me. Let us talk about some of the obvious transfer news making rounds right now. Let's look at the transfer market and talk about what is happening, in the next 5 to 6 minutes. First of all, one news is that Lewandowski has left Barcelona. He is currently signed to join Chicago Fire, and that is a here we go. That news broke, and Lewandowski is going to be someone that will play for Chicago Fire. Now, after that one broke out, we are hearing that Barcelona are interested to bring Harry Kane to Barcelona. I don't know how they want to do that, but that news is currently trending that Barcelona, they are looking for Harry Kane to replace Lewandowski. Now, another obvious news that is currently hitting home is the fact that Yan Diamonde has rejected Liverpool and chose to stay with Paris Saint-Germain, and that is a news that broke out, and many Liverpool fans are not happy about that. All right, and it is not something new. All right, after Liverpool discovered that they cannot get Yan Diamonde, they have shifted their attention currently to Bradley Barcola, and Liverpool are seriously working on bringing Bradley Barcola to Liverpool. Another player they are also looking at bringing to Liverpool is Ryan. Ryan is a player that plays for 19 years old Brazilian, playing currently in Bournemouth. If you saw this Brazil game that just ended, you will see that Brazil also, he featured for Brazil in this game. They won Japan 2-1. All right, Liverpool also have Olise in their short list, but that looks like a tall dream that might not actually actualize. But he's also one person that Liverpool are looking at too. Another player that is making waves right now is Lamine Camara. Now, we've reported this Lamine Camara is a Monaco player, is also a Senegalese midfielder, defensive midfielder, and we are hearing that he's being tracked by different Premier League teams right now. And this guy is valued at about 35 million pounds. I think I have made video about this guy before. I think Liverpool should look in the area of this guy because he's a very good midfielder, a defensive midfielder that we can actually get for cheap without breaking the bank, instead of going for Adam Wharton. All right, Aston Villa have valued Morgan Rogers for 130 million pounds. I'm expecting this, because if somebody can pay 130 for what's his name, Anderson, why can't you pay 130 million for Morgan Rogers, who I think is even better than than Elliot Anderson? So that is what we are expecting if you want to sign Morgan Rogers. I don't know if Arsenal is still going to take up that deal. All right, Bournemouth have raised their asking price for Alex Scott. So what do you expect? If people can throw money around, then clubs are ready to take advantage of that. So like I said about the case of Morgan Rogers, I'm not surprised if Man City can splash out that money for Elliot Anderson. Then Bournemouth have the right to raise their own asking price for Alex Scott. And they are saying that if Man City can pay that amount, if what's his name, Anderson can cost what he costs, they also want to milk out everything they can from the sale of Alex Scott. And Manchester United are not actively pursuing Alex Scott because they don't want to spend so much money on a defensive midfielder. Now, for Liverpool again, we are hearing there are some news coming out from yesterday. It has been trending that Curtis Jones is a transfer interest for Nottingham Forest, and Nottingham Forest are looking at how they can get in that midfielder. Also, Inter Milan sporting director have come out to say that they appreciate, they admire Curtis Jones, but all this is going to depend on the asking price for Liverpool. Now, another player that is also in the radar of other clubs that is from Liverpool is Harvey Elliott. This afternoon we are hearing that Harvey Elliott is an interest for Crystal Palace. Harvey Elliott had a very difficult season last season when he went on loan to Aston Villa, and we didn't see much of him, and we've been seeing him in the preseason, doing some training, doing some, and Crystal Palace are looking how they can bring him in, into their midfield and see how he can bluster their midfield. All right, Liverpool are still trying to bring in a defensive midfielder, and we are looking at what's his name, Alex Scott. We are looking at Lamine Camara. We are looking at Adam Wharton, but Liverpool have not decided as at now who they are going to go for. I think they are waiting until the end of the World Cup before they can make a decision, or also waiting for the preseason so that the manager can actually assess these players and see who they can actually bring in. Now, one news that broke out today is that Enzo Maresca have decided, or have finally and officially joined Manchester City, and him and Man City will be paying paying Chelsea a compensation of 17 million pounds, because that is what is tied on his contract, and that is a very big statement. It shows how much this man actually wants to go to Manchester City. Anyways, these are some of the transfer news that are trending right now in the world of sports, in the world of football. Which one is interesting for you? Put a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to like and share, and also follow this page for more updates.